Have you ever had that moment when you wanted to raise your hand in the class, but you didn't? Or wanted to audition for the play, or sign up for the school team, but you thought, I'm not confident enough? I've known that feeling. In fact, I've lived in it. When I was in 7th grade, there was a debate competition in my class. But I told myself, maybe next time, when I feel more confident. But here's a secret that I discovered that next time never comes unless you start today. We've always been taught that confidence comes through action, that we need confidence to act. But what if it was vice versa? What if confidence was not the starter but the result? What if the real formula was action to confidence, not confidence to action? Today I'm going to tell you why you don't need confidence to begin. Because by beginning is how you get it. Remember when you first learned to ride a bike? Did you feel confident from your first ride? Of course not. You must have felt wobbly, even more terrified. Confidence didn't magically appear before you got on the bike. It came after falling, trying, and even getting on the bike on your own. This is true everywhere. Athletes don't start with confidence, they start with practice. Great musicians don't start with confidence, they start with tune. And even the greatest speakers don't start with confidence, they start with shaky voice. Confidence is not a gift, it's a side effect of experience. It grows from these little proofs. When you raise your hand in the class once, you prove you can. When you share your idea in the class, you prove people will listen. When you try out something new, you prove you can do it. Confidence grows from these little proofs. It's like building a wall brick by brick. Confidence is the wall and action is the brick. Imagine if babies waited until they felt confident before starting to walk. We all would have been still crawling today. Waiting for confidence is like waiting for the weather to be perfect. It will never happen. The truth is, you'll probably feel nervous. You'll probably feel unprepared. And that's okay. That's how it feels in the start. If you wait for confidence to come within you, you'll miss half of the opportunities in your life. There was a girl in my class who always wanted to share ideas, but she thought her ideas weren't good enough. But one day she finally spoke up. Just one sentence. And guess what? Everyone leaned in. People nodded. And some even appreciated the idea. She didn't wait until she felt confident. She felt confident after she started speaking. You know what's more important than confidence? That is courage. Confidence is, I know I can do this. Courage is, I think I can do this, but I'll try. Courage is what takes you to the first step, and confidence is what meets you after taking it. So next time, don't ask yourself, am I confident enough? Ask yourself, can I be brave for 10 seconds? Because that's all it takes. 10 seconds of courage to raise your hand, speak up, join the club, and step on the stage. One day, my teacher asked a question that I actually knew the answer of. But that little voice in my head said, what if you're wrong? What if everyone laughs? But I gathered up my courage and answered it. And it turned out to be correct. From then on, I started answering all questions. Some were correct and some were wrong. But I never got demotivated. Instead, I was happy that I at least tried. So next time, when you hear that little voice in your head say, you are not confident enough, I want you to remember this. You don't need confidence to begin, you need courage to begin. And by beginning is how you find it. Public speaking has been my greatest fear. Whenever I was kept in front of my audience, I always used to stutter. It felt as if my words had disappeared. But I didn't run away from that situation. Instead, I practiced for 10 minutes a day. Just 10 minutes. And those 10 minutes have got me here, speaking on a TEDx stage. Thank you.